What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchet REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. Super excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Compare the Scandinavian countries a bit. In the geographic region of Scandinavia there are 3 countries: Denmark, Sweden and Norway. I have been to both Norway and Sweden more than 20 times each, and here are some of the differences between Denmark and these two. But I, as a Scandinavian person, feel strange about letting out Finland completely. We all have different flags, passports, official languages and written standards.
Flæskesteg.
And in Denmark we say flæskesteg. Usually the words in Denmark are a little bit longer than Sweden.
Swedish is easier.
Probably, yeah. All Scandinavian countries are peaceful and safe and recommendable to live in. You will find mostly kind and caring people in all countries, but it's easier to spot here in the summer though.
If you come here on summer, you will be seeing happy people.
1. Size. Denmark is tiny if you don't count Greenland. Sweden is massive, but no one lives in the north. Norway is in between, but they got the fjords, so they are happy anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Finland is big and has lots of lakes and so many saunas. 2. Population.
Who is
all our Scandinavian cultures are cold in the meaning that you don't make friends easily. And lots of people dislike to have to engage in conversations with strangers. Denmark is a bit more like the Netherlands.
We're gonna go to
Welkom
Denmark.
in Nederland.
Have no mountains, plain areas, are more liberal, attitudes a tad more European, and it's a little warmer. Danes are socially open and friendly, and English is a breeze for most Danish people. Danes eat real lunch.
Real lunch.
Norwegian people are the most outdoor people. They mostly eat sandwiches for lunch brought from home and then out in the nature. And they speak in a manner whereby it's impossible to sound angry.
Jeg kommer fra Norge.
Norwegians are probably the most easygoing people. Sweden is the largest.
Okay, hold on. So I feel like, you know, airways, weather and all that stuff really makes a community who they are. Being cold, you'll stay inside to yourself, you're bundled up, you want to be warm. Not many conversations can happen. Sunny days, nice weather, beaches, you're going to be outside mingling.
Yeah, unless you're going hiking. Because, you know, they go hiking in anywhere.
That's more like a high and by type of conversation right there because you're on the move. Unless you see someone you know on a trip.
I mean, I don't know. I would like to be around people who are more open to having conversations with strangers.
Yeah.
You know, because like in our culture, we'll speak to people and sometimes, you know, people may feel like that's coming off as fake. But if I go to one of these countries and I speak and the person speaks back, you know, and we have a conversation and they don't look at me like I'm weird, you know, I would like to be in that area.
Feel that.
The countries, which means that the south is the same as Denmark. Also the flag is like a mix between the Swedish flag and the Danish flag. The flag of Scania. And the north is the same as Norway. Swedes can be introverted and hard to get close to, but on the other hand they are almost never superficial or false. They are also extremely honest, compassionate and humble.
Heard that. Okay.
87% of Denmark's population is of Danish descent. 83% of Norway's population is of Norwegian descent. And 80% of Sweden's population is of Swedish descent. Sweden has the highest number of immigrants and Denmark has the lowest. 3. Prices.
Well, the price is right.
Norway is really expensive. The prices are staggering for everything. Norwegians think Sweden is cheap. No foreigner thinks that. Denmark is more expensive than Sweden, but not on the level of Norway. Finland is around the same as Denmark, maybe a bit more expensive. In Sweden and Denmark, taxes are high, but cost of living not as bad as in Norway. Denmark, Finland and Sweden are members of EU, Norway isn't. 4. Alcohol. In Norway you can buy alcohol at Vinmonopolet, the wine monopoly. In Sweden it's called Systembolaget, the corporation of the system for everything except pretty weak beer. In Denmark you can buy it almost anywhere. Norwegians buy their alcohol in Sweden, Swedes in Denmark and Danes in Germany.
I'm from Finland. I'm Finnish.
Finnish people take the ferry to Tallinn in Estonia to get
drunk.
5.
Okay,
Food.
the food.
Fårikål is Norway's national dish and a glimpse into the country's agrarian past. It's a simple stew made with lamb, cabbage, black peppercorns, salt and water. The national dish of Denmark is stegt flæsk med persille sauce. Pieces of pork fried until crisp and then served with boiled potatoes and parsley sauce. Sweden's national dish is meatballs. Or IKEA meatballs. Anyway, so good. The Swedish national dish consists of mashed potatoes, spicy meatballs, a creamy gravy and sourly taste from the cucumber and lingonberries.
Some cucumber in there too.
Alright, Sweden.
Not bad, not bad.
They like the spice. I'm going with the spice at.
Okay, okay. Gotta have some spice with this
Yes.
type of dish because that's a nice fattening plate right there.
Right, and if it's bland,
Man, just go in your purse and grab that stuff.
I'm gonna grab the Tonys.
Grab the hot
the
sauce
Zatarans.
too. Grab it all.
Swedes also love kanelbulle, the cinnamon bun. Danish people eat smørbrød, the beloved Danish open-faced sandwich.
I'm liking the
Norwegians
sweets.
eat waffler in the afternoon. Norwegians eat rotten fruit, Swedes rotten herring, and Danes
can.
eat tiny
Right.
sandwiches with fresh herring.
Norwegians eat more fish, and Norway is more covered with mountains.
Right. They had
6.
that right.
Business.
Bro, like that was a
had me at
real
the right.
can of fish. Like that's what we see on cartoons, like on the Tom and Jerry's. When they open the can and get the catfish.
Right, and listen,
I didn't know that
you
was
know,
like that.
we grew up during a time where it was more common for us to eat out of the can,
Canned
like
food.
like the tuna. Well, we didn't eat tuna out the can. We made tuna salad.
We had the tuna broken down already.
Yeah,
We
you
ain't had
know.
the fish actually.
We ate
Like,
Vienna sausages out the
I
can.
tried them. I never did get jiggy with them. I'm
Either,
saying they're not the best.
Listen, y'all had me with the rotten. Please tell me that's just like a figure of speech and it's not really rotten.
Surprising us.
See,
with
we
the-
have to ask this
with the
question
picture,
now
though,
because
'cause,
we've seen people eat rotten meat on the channel before. So
Facts. Ooh, big facts. Yeah, let us know in the comment section if this is like a thing. Y'all drink the juice too? Like,
you
let us
made it
know.
worse.
Sweden can assemble and innovate.
Hence we see
See, I
IKEA,
like Sweden.
Volvo, Saab and Spotify, etc. They are neat, structured and effective.
Yeah.
They also created some of the best musicians like ABBA and Avicii. Danes are great at selling products and making good pastries.
Okay,
Hence we see Danish
hustling.
pastries. Carlsberg and Lego are so popular worldwide. The mask containers you see everywhere in the world are also Danish.
The best Denmark.
Danes are boisterous merchants and very good at
Spontaneity.
We are the Danish Vikings, and we never give
Yeah,
up.
the Vikings.
Finns are so good at educating their people.
I think we take care of our people here well, and I mean, it's a welfare state.
They have the best education system and probably the best quality of their manpower, making the best out of nowhere. Best out of nowhere.
Norwegians are the
I like some of
explorer,
that.
the peasants, people who enjoy being outside. Oh, I love being outdoor because I'm Norwegian.
Humility, no nonsense attitude. Norway has so much oil, and the multinational oil and gas company Equinor, formerly known as Statoil, is the largest company in Norway by revenue. There is very little corruption in either
I
of the
like
countries, and Denmark has in fact been named
No
as
corruption.
the least corrupt country in the world.
Heard that.
In
Okay.
Denmark, it's relatively easy to get a job, somewhat more difficult to get an apartment. It's very expensive. In Norway, there
Come
are a
with your
lot of
wallet.
jobs, lots of housing there for the taking. The rents
Look
are
at these
insane,
guys
but are
going.
compensated by the high salaries.
It's a little
Bergen is
two-step
by
going
far
on.
the
No,
most
for
beautiful
real.
Norwegian city I've seen.
Hold on.
Listen, hold up, babe. They was Zadie Cohen.
Oh, that's some
What
Zadie
y'all call that
Cohen.
dance?
That was two-stepping.
That was.
Let's see, hold up.
A lot of jobs, lots of
Hold on, let's
housing
see.
there for the taking.
Look at that.
The rents are
Yeah,
insane,
you see,
but are compensated
it's a lot
by the
of
high.
it's a lot of bounce going on, but if they threw some shoulders in there
You know?
and a bending of the knees,
Mhm.
bro, you'd have had some Zydeco.
Yeah.
That would have been some very great Zydeco right
You're
there.
gonna have to go there and show them how it's done.
Hey, I ain't the best, but I know, hey, I got rhythm. Trust me, I can move.
salaries.
Bergen is by far the most beautiful Norwegian city I've seen.
It's close.
In Sweden, it's difficult to find a place to stay
Close
where
enough.
the jobs are, and vice versa. A bit higher unemployment rate, but also a good work life in the big Swedish cities.
Well, that's
The
kinda
urban life in
ironic.
Copenhagen probably beats any other Scandinavian capital, and Denmark is the most liberal country of the three. Many people live in Sweden and work in Denmark because people earn more in Denmark than Sweden.
Yeah,
but things
yeah.
are also cheaper in Sweden. It pays off to work in Denmark and use those in Sweden.
Man, I gotta make that mention. See how he was leaning against the wind? We only do that during hurricane season.
Yeah.
And that's like
And
what
it's like we have fun
until it's time to
before
not
the
have fun.
destruction. Yeah.
Cause it's the weather. Like
That's the best weather, like right before.
it's coming. It's around the corner.
I ain't ready for that.
In Norway, you get more salary than Denmark, but Norway is a very expensive country. Your buying power is less than Denmark.
Okay, you
Cars
get paid.
cost a
I'm not mad at
fortune
that.
in Denmark compared to Germany and Sweden. Norwegians care deeply about the environment, and Norway is a leader in the race to adopt electric cars and has so many Teslas on the roads. Great to
like
see.
them Teslas, okay.
7. Sports. The most popular winter sport in Norway is skiing. In Sweden, it's ice hockey. While Danes stay indoors and play handball or badminton.
I love badminton.
Denmark also has the best
Listen.
national football team.
You
Sweden
gonna have
is
to go
second.
inside and
No-
show them how it's done.
Child, I love it. I didn't say I was the best. But no, like badminton was one of those sports because I'm an indoor person.
Heard that, yeah.
Y'all remember the story that I told y'all about PE, how I was,
I think we
I
all
was the
remember
teacher's
that.
pet
Yeah,
for
we all
PE.
remember that story.
Yes. But when it came time for us to play badminton, baby, I was not the manager, the PE manager that day. I played me some badminton.
You wasn't on
Who
the bench.
else want to come?
Woo.
Yes.
Okay.
The shortest person out there, but see, my height helped me.
Yeah,
'Cause I
you-
was closer to the ground.
You use a secret weapon then. Because
Yes.
anytime they throw it, they think they hit it over someone's head, and here you are.
Third and Finland fourth. But Norway has an exciting team with big talents for the first time in a long time.
It's like right on the board.
Do you
Credit.
agree with these 4 rankings in football? Please comment below. 8. Nature and sights. Norway and Sweden are on another level than Denmark when it comes to nature. A lot of
that's
beautiful
really
unspoiled
cute.
places.
It's a moose.
Yeah, with the velvet.
Denmark is more accessible to the rest of Europe. A few hours by car and you are in Paris. Okay, maybe a bit more, but you know what I mean. It's also a flat country with the highest mountain being 171 meters. Denmark still has a nice coast, many beaches and some charming islands. Sweden is a country vastly beautiful in its nature and a lot of wilderness. Norway has amazing mountains and world known for their epic fjords. If you like forest, Sweden. If you like mountains, Norway. If you like farms and fields, Denmark.
Norway and Sweden are also much colder than Denmark.
9. The people and their relation to each other.
Swedes are as many as all the Danes and Norwegians combined, and they are also the biggest in size.
Most Scandinavians are sort of xenophobic and don't like strangers melting. Danes are a bit more open to strangers. But once you get a foot inside, all Scandinavians are very heartwarming and welcoming. When it comes to languages, Danish and Norwegian are very similar, or indeed almost identical when it comes to vocabulary.
Ha det bra. Vi ses.
But they sound very different. Norwegian and Swedish are closer in terms of pronunciation, but the words differ. Let's imagine the Scandinavian languages as 3 sisters. And then there's Finland. Let's not mention them, the language is totally different. Anyway, Danish children are the worst. There are more occurrence of curling kids, extremely spoiled kids, than in the other countries, where children from an early age learn traditional virtues like cross-country skiing in Norway, for instance. Norway celebrates its national day with pride and traditional uniforms. Swedes celebrate too, but not on the same level. And Danes were too drunk to remember what happened.
That's
Danes
funny.
like to joke with Swedes for their political correctness, like when the Swedes forbid Pippi Langstrømpe and other cartoons because the cartoons are not political correct anymore. But most of Danish people are also very political correct themselves.
I love my home country.
That
Us
being
too.
said, Sweden is the most LGBT-friendly country in the world, and the feminist movement is strong in Sweden,
Which is
also known as the country of the environmental activist Greta Thunberg. Norwegian jokes are on Swedes mostly. When Stockholm started calling itself the capital of Scandinavia, Norwegians got annoyed, while Danes generally ignored it.
Denmark and Sweden have historically had the most wars between each other, more than any other countries. But now Denmark and Sweden live peacefully side by side.
The Norwegian royal family is originally from Denmark. The Swedish is French, while the Danish is German. Our constant banter and bickering in the Scandinavian countries is just a sign of love. If there was an enemy who tried to attack any of us, we would always stick together in Scandinavia. We know we have common cultural and historical heritage. We are family, brother folks, Vikings. 10. Mentality. I find Norwegians and Danes to be very alike in many ways, and I never met a Norwegian that I couldn't instantly talk with. Danes are better at talking to people they don't know, I would say, though Swedes are in some cases more accepting. However, they can also be more judgmental. They just don't loudmouth it like Danes do. Denmark is pretty much like the always smiling, beer drinking, laid back uncle that everybody gets along pretty okay with. Hygge is also so important in Denmark.
Hygge, it's very nice.
It's really important for Danish culture, and it's basically just having a good time.
Norway also has the hygge concept, where Sweden has mys and lagom. Lagom allows people to enjoy themselves but stay healthy and content at the same time. In Denmark, we like cake. Swedes are a bit more private in general. They value relational integrity and may in general not have so many relations and deep conversations with people they don't know very well.
They're shy.
Which country do you like the most? Norwegian.
Norwegians and Danes do that more randomly overall, but if a Swede commit to a friendship, it's in a way more of an honor, you could say.
But which country do you like the most?
Norway.
And you're from Sweden?
Yes.
What about Denmark?
It's good.
Danes are not so private and can talk about almost anything open and in public. Norwegians are probably the most easygoing and always nice and very relaxed people to be around.
Norsk ikke vanskelig. Ibsens ripsbusk, der busken andre buskvekster, selvfølgelig.
Danes usually do things in a faster tempo, whether it's speaking or what it is, but Norwegians are in general more calm and still get the job done.
Jeg har været i mere end 130 lande den seneste 7 år.
Swedes are somewhere in between. Danes may tend to praise themselves as the best Scandinavians sometimes and rage against the politics and this and that, the loudmouth culture.
Yeah, they ain't gonna be quiet.
And as for me, as a loudmouth Dane, I will say the best country for me to stay is Denmark, since it's my mother country. By the end of the day, we are the Viking countries and we love and respect each other as a Scandinavian family, though we have a very friendly rivalry between us. I hope we will beat Norway and Sweden in the next football matches. Many countries...
Yeah, we ain't gonna do that. Make sure you check his channel out. A lot of similarities here.
Yes,
Lots of it. And I think the core of this video was basically saying that if you're in a relationship or like have a friendship with someone from Sweden, Norway, or Denmark, or even Finland, he threw Finland in there a couple times, their loyalty is real.
Yes, I see that as well.
That's what I'm getting from the video.
I think going through all of the different, genres that he went through, the different topics, subjects, whatever. I feel like the countries that I would be most comfortable to visit, not saying that I won't be comfortable to visit all of them, would be Sweden and Denmark. But of course I have to go to Norway for the Northern Lights.
Yeah.
But just judging based on everything that he covered, I feel like Denmark would be more, I don't know, what are y'all attitudes towards Americans? I have to ask that these days. I've seen some stuff that I don't like when it comes to Americans traveling abroad. So how are y'all?
Yeah, gotta hear it.
Yes, but I feel like Denmark is more like a friendlier country out of all of them. Not saying that they're all not, just judging based off of everything I heard.
Yeah. And then you also gotta have a personality to where when you introduce yourself to someone, have them to understand you to a point where it's like you don't have to say nothing behind my back.
Yeah.
If you got anything that you feel or think that I did or say something wrong, just let me hear it firsthand. Don't go have that conversation with your friend.
Yeah. So what about you, babe? Which country out of those?
I think overall I'm more of an outside type of guy. So anything that has to do with more with wilderness or things like that. With the towns nearby. I don't remember which one was that, but yeah.
Yeah. So did you like the one where the scenery? What they call them, the fords? With the mountain and the water, and I was like, ooh, the scenery.
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot what it was.
Yeah.
But,
I want to say Norway.
Okay, Norway. With the hiking. Yeah, you like hiking and stuff.
I mean, I'm not going to say I like it. I'm just here for the activities.
Yeah.
I like to keep it moving.
I'm going to be here with the vlogging camera.
I'll be carrying her on my back, really. That's
Country
what she's saying. Come on, see, let's go.
Country boy, fall it. Boy, I am not.
You went right on my back?
Skiing.
No, skiing?
Yes.
Who said anything about skiing?
Because they do that out
Random. Okay,
I'm going with the vlogging.
But you gotta try that too, though. Skiing is gotta try it.
I like to be on the ground.
Bucket listed.
Babe, that's the thing I don't want on my bucket list.
Let's do ice skating for now. What you done rollerblade, but
ice skate.
We can do ice skating for now. Yeah, we're gonna start this right here.
All right, y'all. This was a good video. We hope you guys enjoyed it with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.